Guy, I lose. Oh god, I lose. Okay, welcome to Baker Lane Live and Get Signed. This is Sunny G. Yeah, nice one, man. Wicked job.
Backhanded.
Yes, that's it. So, how did you feel that went then?
For me, it's all about the moments when I make mistakes.
Okay.
So for me, I made enough mistakes for it to be good.
Okay, that's cool. That's an interesting answer. Do you where did you hear about Live and Get Signed then?
What it was I was sleeping, and obviously in the depths of depression, mental misery, and my good friend Vanessa came and woke me up. She had the Daily Echo and she said, "Here it is, here's the key to your salvation." Cool. Something along those lines. So she basically took the newspaper to me and she showed me it, and I was pretty much happy that it was the sort of thing that I was looking to do. So obviously I got my brother to pay for it, and it's on his pounds. So
yeah, cool. What would it mean for you to win a competition like this, to go through and be able to tour with Baker Lane Records?
Well, if I could tour, then first of all, I've got a song which actually has some lyrics, so I could obviously use those lyrics on the tour.
That would probably be beneficial. I mean, backing tracks on their own can be a little bit boring.
Yeah, well, and chatting shit as well. Like people don't want to see a shit chat. They want to see someone who's touring.
You grabbed your crotch a lot just then. Is that something? Did you need to 5 minutes before you went on stage to rearrange, or was that just?
I got Michelle's number, see, and I was thinking, well, I've got a number. Realistically, who you want to see? Michelle, does she want to see me? Does she want to see some other guy? You know, I don't want to text her that. I want to say on stage, I want to put her on the spot, and I want her to be on the spot. That's the thing that I like, is I don't like being on the spot. So I thought I'll put Michelle on the spot for this one.
So you were aiming that right at her, hoping like a bird call or something.
I hope I get better at aiming that. It's like directing the energy. Focusing the energy of the sun on one person. I need a magnifying glass.
Okay, nice. Well, and finally, how do you think the reaction was? Were you nervous?
For me, I haven't performed with my brother as of yet. We had very big arguments back in the day. We always saw each other as creative influences, though, throughout that whole process for me, which I was talking about, which I don't really talk about it because I've had countless amounts of psychotherapy under the sun, you know, and for me it's about mental perfection now. I've cut the drugs out, and in terms of remembering the question, I can't remember it, but I don't even want to answer the question because I like creating my own mental pathways, leading it on to what I think the question was, which was something about my brother. And my brother's cool, but thing is, like, he's obviously the kind of producer for me where he's so good that he gets scared. Like, obviously I was rolling around with the old guy on the floor before the show, and he's like my dad sometimes.
The old guy or your brother?
Well, sometimes I see my dad in him and I go going, who are you? Who are you to be rolling on the floor?
Yeah, I tell you, we just cleaned that floor,
yeah,
you
like,
little bastard.
Something like that, like realistically for me, I mean, I see my dad in him, and that's the thing is I mean, my dad's obviously the kind of guy, he's big into his business, so in terms of my business ethic, I obviously went to uni and I did management, so I manage myself, and obviously when my brother steps in and does that, then it creates a certain creative conflict. But for me, I feel as though my brother likes to keep a low profile, so we don't get in each other's way anymore.
But right now you're sort of working together and doing real well.
Oh yeah, well, I've included him on some of the therapy at the moment. I've managed to get him in on the therapy, so obviously some of the stuff which I was saying to him when I was crazy, he's kind of a little bit uncomfortable with that, and sometimes that can spread like a bit of an epidemic. So I mean, around the audience for the first performance, I was super happy with that. If that's a 2-minute explanation for about 5 years of time.
No, the video will be cut eventually, but that was brilliant. Yeah, massive round of applause to yourself.
Cheers.
Really, really good job,
buddy.
Yeah, we got Sunny G right here. This is Xander Allen at Baker Lane Live and Get Signed.
Peace.